Once in a lush forest, there lived a mighty bear named Bhalu. Bhalu was known throughout the forest for his strength and courage. He could catch fish with a single swipe of his paw and climb trees with unmatched agility. Yet, for all his might, Bhalu had a weakness that he couldn't ignore: his insatiable appetite for honey. One sunny morning, as Bhalu was wandering through the forest, he came across a beehive hanging from the branch of a tall oak tree. The aroma of the honey within the hive wafted through the air and reached Bhalu's sensitive nose. His mouth watered at the thought of the sweet, golden nectar inside. Unable to resist his craving, Bhalu decided to climb the tree and get his paws on that honey. He began to scale the tree, but the bees guarding their hive were not pleased with his intrusion. They swarmed around him, buzzing angrily and stinging him all over. Bhalu, undeterred by the pain, continued to climb, determined to reach the honey. But the more he climbed, the more bees stung him, and the angrier they became. Bhalu's body was covered in stings, and he was in great agony. Just as Bhalu was about to reach the hive, a wise old owl who had been watching the scene from a nearby branch spoke up. "Oh, mighty Bhalu, why do you persist in your pursuit? The honey you seek is indeed sweet, but it is not worth the pain and suffering you endure to obtain it." Bhalu paused and looked at the wise owl, his eyes filled with pain and realization. He climbed down from the tree, leaving the hive untouched. The bees, seeing that Bhalu meant no harm, stopped stinging him and returned to their hive. Bhalu, nursing his stings, thanked the wise owl and said, "You are right, dear owl. My desire for honey blinded me to the suffering I was causing and the pain I was enduring. I have learned that sometimes, the pursuit of desires can lead to suffering, and it is wiser to let go." From that day on, Bhalu became known not only for his strength and courage but also for his wisdom and restraint. He no longer chased after his desires without considering the consequences. Instead, he lived in harmony with the forest and its creatures, finding contentment in the simple joys of each day. And so, in the heart of the lush forest, the bear and the bees became a story of wisdom and restraint, reminding all who heard it that sometimes, it is better to let go of our desires rather than causing harm to ourselves and others in their pursuit.